Right, it's time to build the weapon systems for my Cerastus Knight. I'm going to start off with our lance. So, going to get out this here, number 7 and number 8. And number 8 over on this side here. It's actually I'm looking at this, but very long, isn't it? Very spindly. I mean, I get that's for a reason. It's supposed to look like a lance. What have we got? Number 9 as well, we need out. Yeah, it just seems very, very thin. Okay, 11 and 10 over here. Like I said, it's actually surprised me just how tall and thin this knight is, because I've never had one in front of me before, so I've not really had much of a gauge really about exactly what it's like when it's fully built. But that kind of very elongated limbs that's going on, it's quite cool compared to the other knights that you can get. I've got a clog in my glue there, haven't I? Look at that. Right. And though, looking at it, you feel like if they would just release the other weapons, you could easily just magnetize this. No doubt about it. It sounds like this. I wish you just had a 3D printer. I know I shouldn't say that because it's considered a bit ill-formed for some people, but it's like if it saves me a lot of money so that I can magnetize a bunch of weapons, I feel like I've bought the main model. I should have all weapon options. But I suppose it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's just weird that this doesn't have more options. Now, I don't know, maybe in the future they'll do what they did with the Baneblade, and then you've just got the Shadow Sword and everything all included in a single kit. That'll be cool. Probably one of the few people in England today who's waking up without it's a fairly depressive hangover. Of course, I'm sure Spain's worse at the moment as well. You can tell I don't really watch football. Well, I don't watch football, so while everyone else was watching football till late and knocking back beer, I was tucked up in bed with Mortis. Well, right, to get this done. I hope this isn't going to be a long job. That's a huge part of this is just going to be clearing up, isn't it? Look at this. Getting this cleaned up right so that the curve doesn't get damaged. let's see how this gets together then. Oh gosh, glue started flowing quickly, hasn't it? Okay, now let's see how this slots together first. So it feels like it's supposed to, well, it definitely goes like this somehow, but how? It's anybody's guess at this point. Let's check. Oh, do you know what? Very good chance that I'm putting it on upside down. Yes, I am. It's too early in the morning, I think. Like so. That is a long weapon, isn't it? Okay, 13 and 14 now. In a minute, you was 14. No. Where's 13? What does that look like? Well, it's very similar, apparently. Oh, there it is. No, it doesn't look similar. It's the same basic shape, but then it's got quite a few extra bits fanning out of it. D16, 15 and 18 now. So this big mount here. Just two smaller pieces, 15 and 18. Let me find them. 18 is this here, the wire. And then let me find the next one. 15. Where are you, 15? Okay, let's get this popped together then. So this way, then we've got this thing, looks like it pops into there. Then this part, let's see. Like so it goes on. Okay, nuts up next. So now I need number 17. Right, so these are going to slot together like so, and then going to wrap around this. Now, it's saying, there's kind of a little warning here saying don't glue. I think the reason behind that is so that you can have that sliding, you see, so you've got to be careful. You do need to glue it, but you just don't glue it where it's going to slide. Good idea just to get it drying and then just roll that a few times to make sure it doesn't stick on any excess glue. Giggity, giggity goo. Okay, now we got to grab ourselves some A's. E31s. These are hooks. You're going to glue over the top part, but you're going to be careful not to glue this. Again, just roll that just to make sure no excess glue sticks. Okay, now 32, 2 32s. Similar thing again, we got the parts that we need to not glue and the parts that we need to glue. Of course, of all the places for the injection point to be, it's on a curve, a little tiny curve, which is hard to clean up. Still struggling with a bit of a cough. It's annoying me. It's not really permanently there. It's just irritating me because I think I had COVID a few weeks back. Kind of niggling at me to drive me crazy. Okay, so again, make sure that that linking point does not get dried, glued even. Dried. Okay, getting there. Okay, then we need another part, number 33s. It's got a really poseable arm, hasn't it, when you think about it? Every single like little joint. However, because I want this in a very specific pose at the end, I may need to eventually glue it down. Glue them in very specific position, but at the moment I'll do that. Yeah, so you've got quite a lot of movement in that shoulder there. I'm assuming it's a shoulder anyway. Okay. Get our 37s and 36 out. Let's have a look here. Okay, then let's make sure I've got this going the right way. So it depends what arm you're going to put it on as well, but the flat part upwards, like so. Okay, now we've got to get 35 off the A sprue, which is this piston by the look of it. So how's this slot through? It clicks in here, doesn't it, by the look of it? Then it pops into that. Should be fun. There we go, like that by the look of it. Okay, and now we need to go back over, I think, to the weapon arm and get the 19s out. There we are. It's going to be a pain, isn't it, sliding out all the time. Right, how does these go on? These look like they're not going to be much fun. Okay, that looks like it's designed to, yeah, there we go, to stop it wobbling around badly. So you glue this end, but not the other. I think, in all honesty, I'm trying to work out if that needs gluing on. It feels like that would be a very bad idea to glue on. So for now, it just has to kind of stay off. But that is our lance arm. Now, if I go get the actual model now, I should be able to work out how this attaches. No, it definitely it does feel like, see, on one side it feels like it would be better if that isn't glued in place, but if you don't, it's just going to keep falling, and I think it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, just kind of as you pull it in and out. So yeah, it's fine to actually permanently attach that. I wasn't certain if I should, but it does seem that that's what you should do. Attach it and then make sure it's properly hooked in place. Another trick is to get that under there at the same time. There we go. And that way it's the right distance out. Like a proper action figure, this thing, isn't it? It's positioning. Okay, there we go. That is our lance arm. Now, as you can see, though, the problem is it's very loose fitting, and eventually I will want it to have a permanent position on the base, so probably slightly further out. I will decide on how to permanently secure this later, but for now I can leave it, you know, hanging loose while I work out exactly what I want to do with it. There we go. That is how we put together our lance. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.